Good evening or good morning in Manchester. This is Rula Al Safar from Bahrain, our sweetheart Bahrain. I am the president of Bahrain Nursing Society. I actually wanted to say thank you for standing up for us. I know that you've had different protests for us. I'm sure that the nurses in Bahrain are delighted and the medics in Bahrain are delighted for having all of you to stand with us. Bahrain at the present time, it's not only the medics who have been detained and tortured. There are the teachers, nurses, doctors, paramedics, regular people, household women. Everybody's being tortured in Bahrain and been detained. We have several people who are in detention as I speak of. We have Hassan Matouk, who is an emergency nurse, and his problem was or accused of carrying a camera. We have Ahmed Ali, he's a pharmacist, and he's detained and sentenced to 2 years. Hassan Matouk is sentenced to 3 years. And we have Yunus Ashur, he is an admin for Maharrag Hospital, and he's been sentenced to 3 years. So we have 3 medics right now in jail. Funny that they are trialing them alone and separate from the medics. So I hope your voice is very high and very loud to release these 3 medics. There are also several ladies who are detained as we speak of. There is Fadila Mubarak. Fadila Mubarak is a regular, normal lady, down to earth. Her mistake was listening to Revolutionary song, and she was sentenced to 4 years, and then the appeal, they cut it down to 1.5 years. She's still in jail. She has a child who is 8 years old, and I hope that we call for her too. And we have the city center ladies. There's a whole bunch of girls with their mothers, with their sisters, from 3-4 families, all detained and sentenced to 6 months in the detention center, and I hope that they be released too. When we talk about politicians, this is the tax they pay, but the rest of us are not politicians. What we did is we did our job. As medics, we've done our job. As nurses, we've done our job. Our main problem was being a witness for the atrocity of this country. I hope that something will be happening, and I hope there is a light at the end of the tunnel. At the present time, nurses have been suspended and some have been sacked. So especially with nurses who are the breadwinner for the family, we know several who their husbands are being sacked. She's been sacked, and the family no income at all except from them. Nurses who've been suspended and returned them back to work, they have demoted them and removed them from their positions and from the area that they used to work at, and they moved them far away from their homes. Is this fair? I don't think so. Why? They are attacking the nurses, attacking the teachers, attacking the elite of this country, because they have stood together and they were standing for human rights. This is your conference. You're talking about human rights, and we all have human rights. There are things that this country did not stand for, which is treaties they have signed for, such as the Geneva Convention. Geneva Convention protects doctors, nurses, medics from being attacked at any time, even in the zones of war, during war. But unfortunately, this did not happen in Bahrain. We are demanding and asking you to ask your government, to ask the United Nations, human rights activists, everybody. We need medical neutrality. This is what we really need. I urge you to talk to the United Nations and ask them that they need to discuss the issue of medical neutrality, because it's extremely important that we have this. Bahrain is one of the countries, the Arab countries, that's going through the Arab Springs, as we call it. If it starts in Bahrain and they're trialing and arresting, torturing and detaining medics, then they're going to do the same to others. Is this what you wanted to happen to you as a nurse, as a doctor, as a paramedic, as a pharmacist, as an auxiliary, as a clerk, working in a hospital. If you say no, then do something about it. I wish that I can attend with you your conference, and I wish that I was there with you in Manchester. My heart goes to all of you, and especially to the Bahraini nurses and Bahraini doctors who are in Manchester as I speak of. I love you guys, and I miss you, and Bahrain misses you a lot, and you have a very special place in my heart, and I hope to see you soon. Love you. Thank you so much for this opportunity for me to talk in your conference. God bless. Scream loud. Freedom for Bahrain. Peace. Have a good day. Thank you very much.